What is your giant? Name it. Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it insecurity? Is it doubt?
What is the number one killer of dreams? What do you think is the number one reason the majority fail to live a life they love? What is the number one reason why people fail to succeed at any level? It's not luck. It's not lack of money or opportunity. It's certainly not circumstance. It's fear.
You're never going to have a fear-free existence. I mean, some fear is acceptable and legitimate. There are some things that you really should be afraid of. Now, you shouldn't allow it to immobilize you. You acknowledge it, you take it into account, and you carry yourself accordingly. There are times that we should proceed with caution, but it's the difference between being stopped by fear. It's the difference between having a fear and the fear having you.
Decision's yours and the outcome is yours. It is that simple. It has nothing to do with the outside world. There's no excuses when it comes to happiness.
It's time to pull that energy from fear, doubt, anxiety, out of competition and comparison.
You acknowledge your fears, you embrace those fears, and then you move on. You act on whatever it is that you fear. Because once you embrace it, see, what you resist will persist. What you resist will persist. So one of the most important things is to begin to embrace your fear.
If you look upon every step forward as a learning experience and every setback as a valuable lesson that has been sent to you to make you stronger and better, you will not be afraid to launch in faith into the unknown.
Fear can cause us to play it safe, but playing it safe will never be fulfilling. Start with small risks. Sometimes it's as small as asking a coworker for help with a project or trying a new class at your gym. The smaller risks build confidence and make room for larger ones. Once you're ready to challenge yourself and face something large, the more confidence you will build and the less fear will exist.
And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me. You will not defeat me. You will not destroy me. Lay hold of it.
I get it. I've been there. I still have it. Guys, it's normal. It's part of the process. How are you going to look that in the eye and defeat it? That's what makes somebody successful.
It's time to get real. It's time to get raw. It's time to look ourselves in the mirror and come to the resolve that this version of ourself is not going to carry us in the stretch. I've been this version of myself long enough that if I don't change, if I don't do something about this, then I'm going to find myself bankrupt.
Having that faith, that vulnerability to just see things that are hard to see. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So can you handle the truth? It's a question. And if you can't, then if you see that, then you can say, well, if I'm going to change, I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with that discomfort until the point that I can see what I need to see, then I can change it. So it's the persistence of continuing to do something until you can do it.
Can't is not an option. It's either I will or I won't. I know I can, but I will or I won't, and that's the thing. And in some cases, you may try your hardest and you just don't win, or you don't pass a test, or you don't succeed. That's part of life. Understanding it's going to take hard work, discipline, and learning how to work with other people in order to get to the next level.
There's not other people that aren't holding you back. Your boss isn't holding you back. Your parents aren't holding you back. Those are excuses. To me, there's no such thing as luck, okay? All luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Plain and simple.
Once I realized that I could get better at anything, it dawned on me that how I spend my time is a spiritual consideration. And I didn't want to die with potential that I failed to turn into skill set. That to me, that speaks to me. How much of my potential can I actually turn into skill set and get good at this stuff and push and grow and improve? Like, That to me is just this incredibly intoxicating loop.
As long as you got air in your lungs, you have an opportunity to improve your current situation. So human up, accept the challenge, change your associations, and soon you will find yourself receiving accolades and congratulations. But first you gotta say I do to the new you and commit to a lifetime of small wins that at times will seem meaningless and pointless.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
You have to electrify and get all the things that are necessary within you to start doing the things that you need to do. So when the time comes, you can kick down that door and move towards the possibilities of being the best of who you really are.
Learning how to concentrate, learning how to focus in, deciding that you're going to focus to develop your skills. You'll be surprised of the ideas that will come to you, of the people that you'll be able to attract, of the opportunities that you'll be able to see. You'll begin to see things that have been standing there looking you in the face and say, I can't believe this has been here all this time.
Wanting to become a better version of ourselves is something everyone desires. When we don't make a plan to improve ourselves, we stay stuck or let our limited beliefs control us. But just wanting to change isn't enough. We need clear goals and then take action to make a plan for personal growth that works. You get results by doing, not just talking. Thinking about problems won't solve them. Make a plan for personal growth with things you can actually do. Work hard to overcome any obstacles that stop you from reaching your goals. If you work hard and keep at it, you become the best you can be. What's a plan for personal growth? A plan for personal growth is like a customized plan for your life. Start by figuring out what makes you happiest in life. Then work backwards. Think about the habits you need, the things you need to learn, and the steps to get there. Personal growth isn't only for people who feel stuck or have big problems. Everyone benefits from having a plan to grow. Learning how to keep growing helps you be more confident. Reach your goals and feel satisfied. If you're not making progress, you're going backward. So it's time to start growing. Finding your personal challenges. First, decide what's important in your life to set goals for personal development. What does your plan for personal growth mean to you? Is it about getting better at talking to your partner? Do you want to do well at work? Do you want to eat healthier or get in better shape? Do you want to be better with money? No matter your challenges, there's a way to achieve what you want. Growth and success mean different things to different people, but most personal growth plans cover 4 areas: work, relationships, learning, and health. You can adjust your goals in these areas to fit your life and keep growing. The work goals are about your job. They can be things you want to do soon or later. For example, you might want a better job in a year, a different job in 5 years, and your own business in 10 years. Work goals also include getting better at your job by learning and going to events. The relationship goals can mean finding love if you're single or making your relationship stronger. If you're in one, if you want love, you'll work on finding the right person and getting over things that stop you. If you're in a relationship, you might want to make it more exciting and stop fighting. The learning means feeding your brain, learning new things, and staying interested in learning. You could decide to read a long book, learn to play a musical instrument, or do puzzles regularly. Health is one of the most common things people want to improve. It might seem like just losing weight or getting strong muscles, but it's more. Being healthy means living in a way that gives you energy and strength to chase your other goals. Knowing the parts of personal growth plans, there are many ways to make a personal growth plan, but we can put them into 7 groups. 1, skills. These are things you're good at or can learn. To do well in life, know what you're good at and what you need to learn. 2, growth. To get what you want in your job, relationships, life, or health, you need to change. You need to learn more and be open to change. 3, power. This is how much control you give others over you. To grow, take back some control. Don't let others control you too much. 4, improvement. To make your life better, think positive and work hard. All growth comes from improving yourself. If you don't try to be better, you won't reach your goals. 5, empowerment. What's special about you? It doesn't matter what others think. Feel more confident by thinking good things about yourself and doing things you enjoy. 6, analysis. This means looking at what you're good and not good at. No one is great at everything. Be honest about where you need to improve and what you can do to get better. 7, goals. Having goals is important to make changes and reach your dreams. Being ambitious won't help if you don't know what you want. The secret of success is learning how to use pain and pleasure instead of having pain and pleasure use you. If you do that, you're in control of your life. If you don't, life controls you. Resolve to focus on the solution and what can be done now rather than on what happened and who's to blame. Think in terms of the actions you can take to resolve the situation rather than what went wrong and who's to blame. To remain optimistic, look for the good in every situation. When you look for something good, you will always find something good. Furthermore, while you're looking for something good, because your conscious mind can hold only one thought at a time, you will automatically become positive, optimistic, and back in full control. Seek the valuable lesson in every problem or difficulty. Every setback you face contains one or more lessons that have been sent to you to help you be more successful in the future. The difference between successes and failures is simple. Failures feel sorry for themselves when things go wrong, whereas successful people look for the valuable lesson they can learn that will help them in the future. Norman Vincent Peale used to say, when God wants to send you a gift, he wraps it up in a problem. The bigger the gift that God wants to send you, the bigger the problem he wraps it up in. Instead of concentrating on the problem, look for the gift. Wonderfully enough, you will always find it. What's more, sometimes the gift or valuable lesson can be of far greater value than the cost of the problem itself. Sometimes one lesson that you learn in dealing with a problem can be the key to your long-term success. You will, as Napoleon Hill wrote, within every problem or obstacle lays the seed of an equal or greater opportunity or benefit. Your job is to find it. Continually think of yourself as a strong, powerful, resolute person in the face of adversity. In the First World War, a British general was described by his superiors. There he stands like an iron peg, driven into the frozen ground, immovable. Let this be an accurate description of you whenever you face difficulties or problems of any kind. Resolve to stand like an iron peg driven into the frozen ground. When you resolve in advance that you will never give up, your success is virtually guaranteed. In the final analysis, nothing can really stop you but yourself. In life, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. All that matters is how many times you get back up. If you continue to get back up and press onward, you must eventually reach your goal. Each time you exert your self-discipline to persist in the face of adversity, you also increase your self-esteem and self-confidence. Then, as your self-esteem increases, you feel stronger, more powerful, and more unstoppable. When you feel better and stronger, you become more capable of persisting the next time, and then the time after that. By disciplining yourself to persist in the face of all adversity, you put your life onto an upward spiral of self-esteem, self-discipline, and persistence until you eventually become like a force of nature.